right back.
We'll be right back.
The eyes of justice are watching.
We'll be right back.
Obey me, Wario.
We'll be right back.
See? Good boy.
We'll be right back.
Audubon Chrysler Center has got more used cars than the fourth grade's got spitballs.
We'll be back after this break. Don't touch that dial, for goodness sake.
Welcome everybody to We'll Be Right Back, and I'm Batman. Batman is one of the most awesome superheroes, or powerless, cool crime fighters on the face of the planet. I have loved Batman since I was a kid, and not much has changed since then. I remember as a kid, I was young enough to have caught the reruns of Batman, the 60s Batman TV show with Adam West, and I have a very vague memory of going to the theater with my brother to see Batman, 89 Batman with Michael Keaton, and I think I fell asleep, but again, I was four years old when that came out, 4 or 5, but I remember waking up for the very end with the battle, the fight with the Joker in the church, the bell tower. I was so cool, and I remember seeing Batman come down behind the criminals, behind those robbers at the beginning of the movie. Oh, it was so awesome. And then after that had come out, the 60s Batman started re-airing even more on Fox, and then Batman the Animated Series hit, and then every iteration after, I loved, and I do mean every iteration. I even loved Batman and Robin, the movie, when it came out, because I was the target demographic. I was the child that show was aiming for. The older I got, no, spank you. But Batman has always been one of the most awesome comic book characters ever. And today I want to share with you some of the nostalgic commercials that have gone alongside Batman. And I'm not going to start with Batman 89 Batman. I'm going to start with 92 Batman, because Batman Returns obviously took place in the 90s. So we're going to start with that, and not necessarily a commercial about the movie. I think I only have 2 commercials about the movies themselves, but this first commercial brings back some very frustrating memories, or disappointing memories. So take a look at the first one.
In the Batman Returns handheld game,
What do you want?
you must destroy the Penguin's evil army and defeat the Catwoman. Then face the Penguin himself.
You don't really think you'll win, do you?
Yes! The Batman Returns handheld electronic game.
Batman the Tiger handheld video game. That's not even a video game. I don't care what you say. I didn't like those Tiger handheld games as a kid. I still don't. They just felt like something cheap. They were something cheap, but even as a kid with no concept of money, what am I going to do with this? Push a couple of buttons and watch the little screen flicker back and forth. No, thank you. These things are dumb. I don't like these things. Just hear deet doot deet deet doot. Sounds like Simon. Didn't like those things, but everyone got them. Everyone got them because aunts, uncles, moms, dads, grandparents. Oh, they like video games. Give them this thing. Thanks, I appreciate it. So, thanks, no thanks. What we did like, though, were action figures. Now, those things I played with all the time. I used to have the Batman, the Animated Series Batcave. They had that for Batman, I believe. They had a Batman cave. Not Batman Returns, but 89 Batman. I think they had one where one half was Bruce Wayne's manor and the back half was the Batcave. They repurposed it and gave it a bit of a new look, and then they did it again for Batman the Animated Series, complete with Ace Chemicals, where you could drop Joker off of the edge of the railing and into a little container that you could put slime and water and stuff into, and he'd fall into it. I had the Batmobile. I had all kinds of different Batman action figures. It was so awesome. I loved that thing. They were fun. So let's take a look back at a few. I think I have 3 here. Batman the Animated Series action figure commercials.
The eyes of justice are watching. It's Batman!
Where would a villain like me hide a bomb?
A giant maze. Revving up on his Batcycle, Batman races to the scene, surprising Riddler. Time's up. Turbojet Batman triumphs. Batman. The eyes of justice are watching. It's Batman!
Two-Face is on a firing frenzy!
Surprise! Batman takes charge in the invincible hoverbat. No contest.
Capture Claws!
Two-Face is off to serve double time. Batman.
It's Batman at his best, supercharged with power. The Turbo Bat plane soars at breakneck speed. It's Catwoman. Fearing the killer claws, she leaps to safety.
Look out!
This feline's got her own set of claws. But Mech-Wing Batman can rise above this cat fight. He fires. The Evelyn figures sold separately. Batman. The best just got better.
Look for America's favorite hero this Christmas in the animated movie Batman, Mask of the Phantasm.
Now, I remember, and I know I say this a lot, I remember, but, you know, I do. The first time that I saw this next commercial, check this one out.
Now, America's most exciting and legendary movie hero comes to the big screen like you've never seen him before and faces his greatest danger, the Phantasm. I want you.
Can't be too careful with all those weirdos around.
In a soaring new full-length motion picture adventure, Batman, Mask of the Phantasm, rated PG. Starts December 25th, only in theaters.
This came on Fox. Batman the Animated Series came on Fox, and I was watching it, and I remember seeing this commercial and thinking at first that this is going to be just another episode. But then the voiceover kicked in. The narrator, that cool announcer guy, and I'm thinking, this sounds more epic. This sounds more serious than the cartoon does. I mean, they do have those narration things in the episodes, but never, this is a step above. And then I found out this is coming to the theater, and I thought, oh man, I've got to go see this thing. And I never got to go see it. Of all the Batman movies, this one I wish I had seen in theaters. And with all the times that they re-release movies into theaters, I'm really upset that I never got to see this one, and I hope they re-release this one. But speaking of movies that have been released in theaters, look at this one.
The criminal in question, his accomplice in crime, a woman in danger, a partner in training, a hero in black. Batman Forever, rated PG-13, starts Friday, June 16th.
Awesome soundtrack aside, this movie is okay. But I'm not going to lie, I'm a Jim Carrey fan. I have always been a Jim Carrey fan and still am to this day. So him as the Riddler, I was ecstatic about, and I couldn't get enough of it. It's goofy, it's campy, it's fun, it's silly. It's not nearly as cool as the Tim Burton era, in my opinion. But again, I was that target demographic, and I really enjoyed Batman. I enjoyed Batman Returns. I enjoyed Batman Forever. I liked all three of these the same. And I really liked it, and my brother started to point out to me, you know what they're doing? They're going back to the 60s Batman TV show, and then Batman and Robin came out, and he wasn't wrong. But when this movie came out, this thing was everywhere. I mean, you had the soundtrack, you had the toys, you had that awful video game, but even McDonald's couldn't get away from Batman Forever.
Can I persuade you to take a sandwich with you, sir?
I'll get drive-through. Introducing McDonald's Superhero Burger. Tomatoes, crisp lettuce, the great taste of 2 cheeses melted over 3 beef patties on a superhero bun. It's McDonald's Taste of the Month. Everyone's making a break for.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?
And there was one thing that I very, very much remember, and this was before Batman Forever came out, but it was the first, and I think the only time that I had gone to Six Flags. I'm here in Kentucky, so I've been to Kentucky Kingdom, but I forgot which Six Flags it was that I went to, but they had a Batman laser show at the end of the night. And that was so cool. I'd never seen a laser show before. And they had this giant screen out in the middle of the theme park, and everyone was just on like Main Street, like Disney's Main Street. And we'd stand there and we'd watch these lasers just make these pictures on the screen. They showed Batman running, and they had another one where he was holding the Joker by the collar and he was just punching him. And that was really cool. And then at one point, everyone starts freaking out, like really excited, looking up and pointing. And I'm going, what are they looking at? And I look up, and I see Batman standing, and the Batman from the Batman, the '89 Batman costume, standing on this roof. And I'm, oh, it's so cool. And because Six Flags is, you know, in partnership with WB, I think they're owned by the same company, Warner Brothers. They're able to do a lot of those cool DC superhero things. So when Batman Forever came out, of course, Six Flags isn't going to miss out on this.
Based on the new Warner Brothers movie, the all-new Batman Forever stunt show. Dynamic, intense, new villains, new heroes, explosive new stunts, and even a spectacular new Batmobile. The Batman Forever Stunt Show. Only at Six Flags Great Adventure Theme Park. Bigger than Disneyland and closer to home. Use any NatWest ATM through August 31st and get these great savings.
The Batman Stunt Show is something that I wish I had been able to go back and see. It might be on YouTube with all the different theme park attraction things that are floating around on YouTube where people took cameras and they weren't supposed to, but they did anyway. It might be on YouTube. I'm going to have to check it out and see. If there is, I'll put a link in the description for you so you can see what it was like, because I want to see what it was like. But there's still a ton more Batman stuff out there. There's all kinds of commercials because Batman has been in everything. So what are some 90s Batman commercials that you remember? Did you have any of these toys? And who is your favorite Batman? Movie, TV show, or video game? Who's your favorite Batman? In the meantime, I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Splat you later.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Will be
Right back.